Well, hi there. Welcome to this midday market news check with me, Nandita, Khemka. Well, Yatin is unwell today, so I thought I'll, get in somebody else to come and do a midday market news check and discuss some stocks with me. So for that, I have with me Gaurav Bissa of InCred Capital joining in. But I'll come to you, Gaurav, in a bit. Let's take a look at what the markets are doing at the current juncture. The selling has accelerated. The Sensex has plunged somewhere on 450 points. The Nifty, which was holding up around that 18,200 mark, is now come to levels of 18,150 or thereabouts. In fact, even the broader end of the markets, we saw the small caps holding out, but even that has succumbed to selling pressure. And all the sectors are trading in the red, led by IT, Realty, as well as the media patch. Autos were managing to hold out, but even they have succumbed to selling pressure. Now, if you look at the top Nifty movers, the top loser at the current juncture is Kotak Bank, followed by HCL Tech, Apollo Hospital, Infosys, Tata Steel. So all these heavyweights in the red. Even TCS is languishing in the red. Kotak Bank, as I said, is the top Nifty user. Hero Moto, IndusInd Bank, BPCL, and Coal India are among the top gainers today. Bharti Airtel also reported a mixed set of numbers, but it's trading with marginal gains of somewhere around 0.5% or thereabouts. Gaurav, important support levels kind of broken given the fact that we have slipped below that 18,200 mark, and the selling actually kicked in the last hour of trade yesterday. Do you expect the sell-off to accelerate in the second half, and what are the levels that you'll be watching out for on the Nifty for the second half of the session now?
Good afternoon, and thank you for inviting. If you look at the overall structure, I am seeing it's still positive. It's just about a comma in the upside. It's not a full stop as such. The immediate support area was placed around levels of 18,200, which you rightly mentioned, which had a decent amount of writing in the 18,000 put and put options. Below that, if we have a close, another hourly close, if for example by 1:30, if we are having Nifty moving below 18,200, then probably Nifty can step towards 18,080, 18,085. The structure is negative. We may see some amount of profit booking that can be spilled over tomorrow as well. And the next set of supports or good supports are placed at levels of 17,950, 18,000 on the spot side. So for me, I'll be watching out those levels for quite keenly because, like you said, so many sectors have started booking profit. Bank Nifty has seen good amount of correction. It tried to make a fresh lifetime high, missed by 10%, and then from there on we have seen decent amount of profit booking coming in Nifty Bank as well. So what can take Nifty higher? That's the important question. I'm not saying that will see a very strong correction probably towards 17,000, but yes, towards 18,000 is what I expect Nifty can go towards, and that can give a relief rally sort of towards 18,250 again. So for me, it's a buy on declines market, but at this juncture, I would not be a buyer. I would rather buy towards 18,000.
Right, it's a buy on decline market. Since you were talking about Nifty Bank, I want to get in your thoughts on Bank of Baroda. It has reported a good set of numbers, but the stock is under pressure. Brokerages have also maintained a very bullish view on the stock. Uh, since it is witnessing some bit of a decline in today's session, would it be an opportune time to buy into this one now?
I would not recommend buying Bank of Baroda. See, the stock has been forming higher tops, higher bottom on daily and weekly chart. So the structure is in the uptrend, but there is a very strong hurdle at levels of 190. And I would not be interested to preempt a breakout at a time when Bank Nifty is also waiting some amount of profit booking. Even SBI will come out with numbers tomorrow, and that has history of influencing the Nifty PSU Bank Index and as well as the other PSU as well. So I would suggest any declines towards 170, 175 that can be used to build fresh longs or probably buy in cash. But at the current juncture, I would not be too keen in buying Bank of Baroda right away.
Right. Wait for a decline maybe to buy into some of these banking stocks. Airtel reported a mixed set of numbers. Stock is doing okay in a weakish market. It's up 0.5% or thereabouts. What should the strategy be on this stock, given the fact that it is inching towards its 52-week highs of 860? Right now, it's somewhere around the 800 mark. Do you expect it to, go towards levels of 850 anytime soon?
See, let it sustain those levels around 800, then probably we can think about further upside. But till the time it does not happen, I think I would still give it some more time. As I said, when the markets are witnessing some amount of profit booking, it's better to not preempt and rather wait for confirmation. It's always better to buy probably 1 or 2% higher than and then play for a confirmed upside. But at this point, I would give it some more time.
Right, Gaurav, what's your call on media stocks? Given the fact that PBR saw a 2 to 3% cut yesterday, even today it's down somewhere around 5% or thereabouts. Numbers weren't all that great, but outlook is pretty upbeat. Among the media stocks right now, PVR, Z, Sun TV, which one would you prefer?
As a matter of fact, only Sun TV was looking good, but beyond that, I did not see any strong chart pattern as such. And the Sun TV also, I need to wait for confirmation. It gave a breakout, but it has a history of not witnessing a follow-up buying after giving a breakout. It has happened multiple times in the past. So for me, the only stock from the media space is Sun TV, which I will be a buyer once it gives sustained move above levels of 455. In that case, you can play for 480, 45 kind of targets. So beyond that, I would not be recommending to buy. And one thing, PVR has seen a very strong correction, and a lot of people are now asking me that Gaurav, so much of correction has already been seen. Can I buy now? So the extent of correction should not be the rationale behind buying or selling. So on that perspective, I say avoid PVR at all cost. I'm not saying it can fall another 10, 20% from here, but the risk reward is still not favorable. I would rather wait for a confirmation of a trend reversal and then buy PVR. So for me, among the media space, only Sun TV is a buy once it sustains 455.
Right, only Sun TV looking attractive from the media basket. Gaurav, I want to get in your thoughts on LIC. It's been 1 year since the stock has listed. Since then, it is down somewhere around 40% from its IPO price. Time to stay away from this or look at this, level as a good buying opportunity.
Well, it's tough to say. The history is quite limited. Recently listed, and if I look at the daily charts, we are seeing some amount of a base formation sort of happening. I would not say that one can buy it right away, but probably if we have a weekly close above 580, then I think that will make it a decent buy, keeping a stop loss of 540, playing for targets of 650, 680. So for me, in a medium term perspective, one can buy, but I would rather wait for a confirmation which will come once it gives a close above 5T.
Right, CreditAccess Grameen, has seen a great set of numbers and it's reflecting in the share prices up somewhere around 8%, just a few rupees away from its 52-week highs. What should be the strategy on this one?
See, as a disclaimer, we had recommended CreditAccess Grameen to our clients around 950, 960, and we have recommended them to book a good amount of profit. I mean, not the exiting the entire quantity, but good part of the quantity. It is giving a fresh breakout on daily and weekly charts, but this level, if somebody has bought at lower levels, can hold on to keep a trailing stop loss, book partial profit. For fresh entry, I would not advise that. The stock is up 14, 15%, and the risk reward is not just favorable at this point in time. However, the structure is positive, and once it gives a close above 1180 on a weekly basis, we will see a fresh breakout sort of happening as well.
Right, and I also want to get your thoughts on Tata Motors. Stock has been holding above that 500 level for quite some time, and numbers have been great. In fact, target prices from brokerages have been upwards of 600 rupees or thereabouts. 550 anytime soon in the near term.
Tata Motors has a good hurdle at levels of 550. So for me, it's a fresh breakout once it gives a close above 550. Till that does not happen, it's a buy on decline stock. The stock has given a strong breakout from symmetrical triangle pattern on weekly charts out of the numbers. And we have seen the breakout with strong volume participation as well. I would be a buyer once it again slips towards the level of probably 480. That can be again a lucrative buy, keeping a stop loss of 455, 450 and playing for 540, 550. Or you buy above the breakout area. So it's a stock if somebody has bought, one can hold on to, but I would not recommend buying fresh.
I also want to talk to you about ITC. We did see the stock doing pretty well, managed to cross that hurdle of 400 rupees or thereabouts. But now, once again, it's stuck in a range. Uh, do you expect this to, this range to be taken out and heading somewhere around 450 in the near term?
In the near term, it's difficult to see. Actually, the stock has seen a very strong outperformance, and we have not seen correction happening even today. Also, if you see in this current week, also if you see, it's been marginally positive. So the fresh upside or the fresh swing will happen once the stock gives a sustained move of 435. The stock does not look very weak as such, but if it indeed gives a close below levels of 410, 415, then I think it will trigger a bearish pattern, and then we can look for lower levels of 360, 370. But for now, it looks quite stable. it can go towards 460, 470, but for that it needs to give a close above 435.
Right, Amber Enterprises, this stock is up somewhere around 10.5% or thereabouts. Still quite far from its 52-week highs. But what are the charts saying for this one? Do you expect it to take out this 52-week high anytime soon? 700 odd rupees away from that level now.
See, for Amber, if you see, we have seen a very strong upside, but post that, we're not seeing any follow-up buying happening. Rather, since morning, we are seeing profit booking happening in the name. So let us see if there's a follow-up buying happening or not. Otherwise, if it gives a close below 2050, and tomorrow if it gets again below 2050, it will try to fill the gap. So in my opinion, it's a stock that I would not be recommending to buy right away. Rather, add on decline and it fall towards 19 and 1950, that will make a lucrative buy for 15-20% upside, but not at the current juncture.
Right, that's about Amber Enterprises. Any view on Kaynes Tech? This stock is also doing pretty well in today's session. The numbers have been fairly good. But if you look at the stock price, I think, yeah, it's up 12.5%. Any view on this stock, Kaynes Technology?
Uh, See, if I look at the daily or the weekly charts, again with the limited history, we have seen a strong upside happening.
Hmm.
I would not recommend buying fresh. It has made a fresh swing high. I now like to close above the fresh swing high, previous swing high of 1075, 1080 levels. So any declines towards 1080, probably then I can look for fresh buying opportunities, but not right away.
Right. Maybe buy on declines. Lastly, I want to get your thought on the entire metal pack. Jindal Steel obviously was a miss when it comes to its fourth quarter earnings. Stock is down 4%. Vis-a-vis Tata Steel, would you go with the Tata Steel now when it compares to Jindal Steel?
See, for general steel or metal space as a whole, I'm not too bullish. At best, it can be range bound. We are seeing the previous swing high being not being crossed, and we are seeing pressure at higher levels. So we are trading the opportunity support area. So probably for trading per se, if Tata Steel, for example, goes towards 100, you buy target of 110, stop loss of 95, or for Jindal Steel, if it falls another 3 or 4%, then probably you can nibble around for a trading buy. But beyond that, I would not be too keen to be long in these names.
Right. Before I let you go, Gaurav, any stock recommendations for viewers this afternoon? Anything they should be looking at for this week or maybe the week after, or with a 1 to 2 months time frame?
See, we have recommended IDFC First Bank to our clients for 1 to 2 months. It's given a strong breakout, multi-year breakout is what has been seen. That is something that can be kept on radar. Keeping a stop loss of 60, one can buy for targets of 80. So that is one name that can be on the radar.
Right. IDFC first. That's the stock recommendation coming in from Gaurav. With that, Gaurav, thanks a lot for taking out time and addressing all my stock-related queries and joining in this afternoon. Well, with that, it's a wrap on this midday market news check. But for more news and updates, stay tuned to Money.